So I've literally been on the phone all day and it's crazy. Trying to work with buyers right now we thought it was rough a couple months ago, but with the rapid rise in interest rates over the last couple months, just since late February, early March, it's really something else. Imagine finally wrapping your head around the fact that, okay, $400,000 is what it's gonna cost for the property that we want. Then finding out that the payment is gonna be $400 more per month than it would have been just back in March. It's pushing some folks completely out of the game, budget-wise. But the real issue here is that it doesn't even behoove you to not go through with it or not make a play, because what's the alternative? Rates are likely to continue increasing, just given the rate of inflation. They pretty much have no choice but to continue to raise rates to try to slow things down. And there's still not enough supply for the still existing demand, which is going to continue raising the price of the homes. Maybe at slower rates, but you'll still see modest increases. So that, coupled with the rates, which is more important, the rise in rates is more important. That affects your payment more than a 1% or 2% or 3% increase in price points month over month. That 1 or 2% increase in your interest rate from one month to the next, it makes all the difference. I mean, it literally changes your monthly payment by, $200, $300, $400, $500 in a lot of cases. But the problem is it's not gonna get any better. It's not gonna get any better. And even if you're seeing right now, what you're seeing is sellers who were being a little greedy, who came out and said, oh, I seen that my neighbor got, $450, I want to price at $465. And now that some of the demand has come out of the market, and now it's taken a little bit longer for those homes to sell. After a week or two of sitting on the market, where they were used to getting 10 offers right away, and mind you, a week or two sitting on the market is not long. A month sitting on the market is not really long. But we've gotten to a point now where it feels like forever, because it was moving at such a hyper pace that it's like when you get off the highway, you were doing 70 and now you're doing 45, and 45 feels like you're moving like a snail. Now you're still doing 45 miles an hour. That's kind of what's happening now when the sellers jump on the market and they sit for 2 or 3 weeks at a price point that was, above what they should have listed at to begin with, because they were able to get away with it for so long. And so now they're saying, okay, after 2 or 3 weeks, they're price dropping. So you're seeing prices drop on new inventory, new listings, but that doesn't mean that the home values are dropping. That means that the sellers overpriced their new listing and now they are working backwards. But the true value of the home is still intact, and so is the rest of the neighborhood. But what that means is that as those homes sell, it'll moderate the growth, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6% maybe year over year, instead of this 20, 22, 25% year over year appreciation, which I've been telling you guys for a year and a half now was unsustainable. And when the interest rates rose, it was going to kill that. Well, it did. But unfortunately, it means that values are not really going to come down from where they are right now, but interest rates are going to continue going up, which means that monthly payments are going to continue to be a sticker shock issue for a lot of people, but there's no alternative. You go to the rental market. I just got off the phone with somebody earlier who they're not happy about what they have to spend to purchase a home, but they also realized that the apartment that they were renting last year just went up $500 a month for the same apartment. In 1 year, the landlord, the company for the complex they live in, is going to increase the rents by $500. Well, that's not sustainable either. You're going to pay $500 more per month for a property that you don't own, and it's likely to continue increasing anyways. Because as the buyers who can't afford now with the rise in interest rates flood back into the rental market, that means there's more demand in the rental market, which is already overburdened. So that means simple economics here, supply and demand. More demand for rentals, still low supply. That means that the rental rates are going up too. So rents are going to keep jumping $200, $300, $400, $500 every year. So it's like, do you bite the bullet now and just accept the fact that it's going to cost you a little more to buy, but at least you own the asset and you can, clean up on the equity on the back end, or, fix your housing expense, even if it's at a number that you're not really all that happy with right now? Or do you keep renting and your living costs just keep going up exponentially any dang way, and you don't even get the benefit of the equity upside? It's really something trying to have these conversations with people and get them to wrap their heads around this, because it's not fun. It's ugly. It hurts. to see where our country and where our economy is right now, and the cost of everything, the cost of living. The saddest part is that there's no going backwards. Inflation rates may slow, but that just means that the rate of the price increases will slow down. Doesn't mean the pricing is going to go backwards on most goods. That includes housing, that includes food. Certain commodities like gas and stuff like that, lumber, those things are a little bit different. They maneuver a little bit differently. Pricing on those will hopefully subside at some point. We're already seeing that in lumber. Hopefully we see that in gas over the next year. For the foreseeable future, it's just going to keep going up. We're going to be seeing $6 a gallon gas here by August and September, which is unbelievable. I really need the IRS to up that mileage write-off for small businesses, because 58 cents ain't gonna cut it no more. Yeah, but that's where we're at, guys. Not pretty, but I promise you, if you're in the market right now and you're looking to buy, it still behooves you to get in where you fit in. Unfortunately, you have to bite the bullet. I'm just gonna be real with you. It's gonna be a higher price point than you expected, but you can't compare apples and oranges and say, oh, wish I woulda, shoulda, woulda, coulda, 3 months ago when I was telling you to. But you don't do that to yourself, because it doesn't matter. It's gone. That's gone. And if you keep sleeping on this, it's just gonna get worse for you. And there's really no end in sight. So you're just gonna be wallowing in misery all the way down. Don't do it. Bite the bullet now. Do what you gotta do. Get into a place before it's too late. And you gotta end up start roommating and shacking up with other people just to have a place to stay, because that's what it's looking like it's coming to. It's really sad where we're at in this country right now. Really freaking sad. Yeah. Without getting political, I'll just leave it there. All right, you guys, take care. Andre Sells a Phone.